we're enjoying it. You know, it doesn't last very long, and you never know when it's going to be over. So we're going to take advantage of it as much as possible and have a good time with it.
Is it unsettling at all for you, David, to be at the center of so much incredible worldwide attention?
It's a little bit weird. I mean, we're only figure skaters, but you know, the thing I remember the most about the Olympics is actually the skate we did.
Really?
Because that's why we went to the Olympics, is to skate. Yes, it was fun to go on Gilles. Yes, it's fun to meet you and to be here. But as far as my Olympic experience, the best memory I have is obviously our skates.
And just feeling that you were connecting and that the routine was going just as you dreamed it would.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That must be an incredible feeling. I mean, it must be the worst feeling to not have it go well, but to have everything right for you all during the competition. There's nothing like that, is there?
There's nothing like that. And just standing in the middle, and I mean, the last 6 months has been very hard with the pressure and our own pressure we put on ourselves. And to rise to the occasion is the best feeling an athlete can ever have.
Well, you sort of went from the best feeling, Jamie, though, to the worst feeling, though, because the judges at first did not agree with your assessment of your performance. And of course, by now, Marie Ranlagoon, the French judge, has become a household name in her own way, saying at first that she was pressured by the Russians, then that she was pressured by no one, and then yesterday in the New York Times,
The Canadian judge.
The Canadian judges, she said, had pressured her, the Canadian Skating Federation, since September. Now, she has been described as a very fragile person, and obviously she changes her story a lot.
Yeah.
But having said that, what do you think of all this? I mean, this ever-changing story and the controversy. You guys seem bemused.
It's blown our mind, actually, because like Dave said, you know, we're just two figure skaters that love what we do, and then you go out and you skate your best performance and you're not awarded what you deserve. And we dealt with it. We were actually really happy with having a silver medal, because we knew that we went out and skated our personal best, and that's all that mattered. And the support we got from all the Americans and the Canadians and everyone across the world was unbelievable. So you can't take away that. And the judging, well, that's their job. You know, we're just staying out of it.
But still, what a mess. I mean, it's hard for you to stay totally removed from it. What do you all think needs to be done to get the ice skating to clean up its act? They have made some proposed changes. Do you think is there anything that comes to mind that you think needs to be done? Maybe psychological testing before the competition of the judges?
I think if you discuss with other people, other skaters, if you start paying the judges, then you can fire them if they're not really doing their job. And right now they're all volunteers. And I mean, it's hard. I'm not a judge. I've never been in their shoes. So it's tough. It's tough to comment on this too, because I don't know what's, you know, I've heard that the Olympic Games is 10 times worse than any World Championships, what goes on behind the scene. And it's tough.
Things have happened.
Yeah, it's tough for us because we do our sport with integrity and we expect the same from other people.
Meanwhile, next month, the World's competition, is that right? Is there, in Nagano, is that right?
Yeah.
Are you all going to be competing in that?
We haven't decided.
You haven't decided? And what about the next Winter Olympics in Italy?
Ooh.
That we have decided.
You have a few years to think about that as well. Meanwhile, are the endorsements coming fast and furiously, or is everybody sort of calling you and wanting a piece of you?
Well, actually, we signed our first deal since the Olympic. It's with Crest White Strips.
Oh.
And we're really happy about that because it's a nice partnership, because Crest Healthy Smile program 2010 is one of the best programs I've known, because it works really with the kids.
With inner city kids, right? To get them to take care of
to provide them with dental care, because we've been lucky. I mean, look at Jamie's smile.
I know. I was going to say, I can see why they were all over you like cheap suits.
We've been lucky, and it's not every kid that has this chance, so this program provides them with dental care.
Well, that's terrific. I'm going to be talking with you all a little bit more in our next half hour. You're going to lace up your skates, I'll lace up mine. We'll probably do more talking than skating, but we look forward to that as well. Jamie and David, thank you so much for coming by.
No
and we'll be back in a moment. This is Today on NBC. Well, we didn't want the dynamic duo of Jamie Slay and David Pelletier to leave just yet, so they've laced up their skates. They're exhausted from the last 2 weeks, but they've consented to at least come down to the ice and play around with us for a moment. Great to see you guys again. I have to talk to you about Friday night's performance, which was a real departure for you. You guys skated to a rockabilly tune, is that right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, a friend of ours from home, Edmonton, told us about this singer, David Wilcox, and it's just fun. It's something that we've never done before, and we really wanted to have a good time, and being an American audience, we thought it'd be perfect.
It must have been so much fun because there was no pressure there, just to go out, skate, entertain all the people who had come to watch you all. Wasn't that liberating?
Well, people say there's no pressure, but there's also a little bit of pressure because you don't want to look like a fool up there in front of 20,000 people and all the audience has been watching on TV. And it's obviously a program that we don't really practice very much because we're so focused on our short and our long.
Right.
But it's yeah, it is fun.
And then you all also skated at the end with your Russian counterparts, Yelena and Anton, which must have been great fun. And we should mention once again, because I think this is such an important aspect, that you all are terrific friends and like each other very, very much. You in fact gave them crystal hearts.
Yeah.
Is that right after you won the gold medal as well?
Yeah, it's to thank them of their sportsmanship because they were also involved in this without their will, obviously. And we just wanted to show them our appreciation through their sportsmanship.
We did it for the Chinese couple also, because I'm sure it was hard for them.
Yeah, I bet.
It wasn't really fun.
and in fact, I know that after you both had the medal ceremony in which you both won gold medals, that you said to Anton, I'm tired, he said, I'm tired, and you and Elena were talking about the cute hockey players. Is that true?
Yeah, well, we were
I'm sorry, are you busted now?
I was saying, who's going to be in the gold medal game? We were just having a good time on the podium.
Yeah, now tell me, I'm just curious about your lives. You guys are an item in addition to being pairs skaters. How much time do you practice every day? How much time do you spend on the ice?
Well, we're on the ice for about 3 hours a day, and then we have an off-ice conditioning coach in Edmonton, obviously, and we work with her 2 to 3 times a week. So it's a full schedule for us. We're exhausted at the end of the day.
I bet you are. In fact, David, I was going to ask you, do you all practice a lot of your moves off the ice and then try them on the ice? Because I would think you would have to do a lot of that.
There is a part in the year where we do a lot off the ice to get the program going, to get new lifts, to get new ideas to put on the ice. So everything we do on the ice first, we do off the ice.
The fact that you all are romantically involved, I think, makes your skating even more exciting to watch because obviously there is that emotional intensity. On the other hand, I guess it has a flip side that when you're involved romantically and there's so much pressure and so much practice, it must be hard at times, is it?
Well, you really need a balanced life, and that's so important for both of us to do our own things. And I mean, we just love skating, and it's been like that since we started skating together 4 years ago. It's a passion, and when we're off the ice, you know, he goes go-karting or whatever, and we go to hockey games, we do whatever we can to have a good time.
Which is nice. I read somewhere that they said you're both feisty and fun. The question is, at what point one of you is going to be feisty and at what point one of you is going to be fun? I mean, there must be some fireworks out here, and I'm not talking about the romantic kind, right? Is it hard?
Well, it goes both ways. I think it's you know, it can be both. You know, we're both so much a perfectionist, and we want to be so good right now all the time, and it gets hard sometimes, but we do our best.
And if one flops, I guess you feel so terrible because you don't want to disappoint the other.
Yeah.
So it must be doubly
That's
doubly
what pairs
difficult.
is all about, though.
Yeah, now you in fact tried to embark on a singles career, I read.
We both actually did pairs and singles for a long time.
And what was it about pairs that made you more passionate about that?
You have somebody to lean on.
Yeah, that's true. It's not on your shoulders completely, right?
Being out there and not being able to share it with somebody, it's something I didn't really enjoy. I enjoy sharing it with my partner, and it's way more fun, and it's not less stressful, but it's a different kind of stress, and it's more enjoyable when you share it.
I like to fly.
Yeah, I bet you do. Well, you certainly do fly out on the ice. Now, I know, well, you're not feeling so well, so Jamie's asked me to fill in for her for a moment, and you're going to show me sort of a very simple pairs trick.
Well, we did rehearse a little bit, so here we go.
Okay. Whoa! And then we also did. I'm a little dizzy. How do you keep from getting dizzy?
Well, it's something you get used to. All right. Yeah.
You know what?
You're ready for the ice capades.
Honey, you're toast. Just kidding. You guys are a fantastic pair. A spin?
Yeah.
Just do a spin, yeah. That's it.
Is that all I do?
That's good. That's good.
Keep going.
And she's flying again.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to throw up now. Jamie and David, thanks so much for coming by. You were such a pleasure to watch and a pleasure to talk to you. Good luck to you both.
I love New York. It's great.
Okay,
thank you.
Where am I? We'll be back. Oh, there. We'll be back in a moment. This is Today on NBC. Shall we take it back?